All right, in this explainer, we're breaking down a really powerful mindset. We're talking radical self-belief. You can almost think of it like an operating system for your own ambition, one that's designed to turn what feels impossible into something that's, well, almost inevitable.
So, let's start with this statement right here. This is the claim that's really at the heart of this entire philosophy. And yeah, on the surface, it sounds almost a little crazy, but it's the key that unlocks everything else we're about to get into.
So, what does it actually mean to believe you can do anything? I mean, is that just talk, or is it something deeper? A conviction so strong that it shapes every single move you make. Let's unpack that.
What's so wild about this exchange is the complete lack of hesitation, the certainty. When he's hit with this logical, almost absurd question, the answer isn't defensive, it's just yes. This is all about rejecting that external doubt and installing this core belief that just overrides any so-called limitation. And that's an incredibly powerful tool for anyone trying to achieve something huge.
You know, a belief this strong, it doesn't just pop up out of thin air. So where does it come from? Is it something you're born with, or is it something you have to meticulously build piece by piece over a long time?
While the origin story starts at just 16 years old, his dad asked him, "Where do you rank among your peers?" And without missing a beat, he says, "I am the best." Now, he calls this a little delusion, but he traces it all the way back to his grandfather's own powerful self-belief. It kind of suggests that this code, it can be passed down, or at least learned, planted like a seed really early on.
Okay, this right here, this is rule number one of this whole operating system. It's all about radical reframing. It's an active process. You have to take every single perceived negative, the criticism, the obstacles, anything people say will hold you back, and you consciously flip it. You turn it into fuel. That's how you seize control of your own professional journey and your personal story.
So these are the mental rules that really make up the core of the whole mindset. It's a commitment to being an optimist, a flat-out refusal to let other people define you, and this constant driving sense of urgency. You play life like it's a game you fully intend to win because you know that time is the one thing you are never, ever getting back.
But here's the thing, right? Belief without action, that's just a daydream. So how do you actually translate this internal mindset into real, tangible, external results? How do you make that leap?
This philosophy actually gives us a really clear three-step process. Okay, step one. The belief has to be real for you first, before it could ever be real for anyone else. Step two. You have to be willing to fail, and maybe fail spectacularly. And step three. You never, ever stop fighting for your vision. Period. Man, that is such a powerful idea. Think about it. That fear of failure, it paralyzes so many people. But in this code, the willingness to even try, to risk failing out in public, that's seen as inspiring all by itself. It's what separates the people who do from the people who just doubt. Just getting in the game is a victory.
And this is a really crucial point. This belief was not built on nothing. It was grounded in proven actual ability. Before he even dropped out of school to go all in on his dreams, he'd already earned a platinum plaque. And that's the key takeaway here. Radical self-belief isn't a substitute for skill and hard work. It's what amplifies them.
Okay, so this brings us to the very peak of the philosophy. This is the point where that internal belief becomes a loud, external declaration. It's all about making these bold, world-defining statements using two of the most powerful words there are. I am.
It starts with this, simple but so powerful, a declaration of personal greatness. It's not, I hope to be, or I'm trying to be. No, it's a statement of fact, spoken as if it's already true.
And then, the claim gets bigger. It's not just about personal skill anymore, it's about claiming this unparalleled influence over an entire generation. This is about defining your own place in the world.
And finally, we get to this. This is where he just rejects all comparison entirely by putting himself in the same category as these historical titans of creativity and innovation. See, the goal isn't to be like them, it's to be counted among them. It is the ultimate refusal to be put in anybody else's box.
But after all that, after reaching this absolute peak of confidence, the philosophy gives us one final and really crucial piece of wisdom. It's like a check to keep the whole system in balance.
You know, there's a razor-thin line between that supreme, driving confidence and just blinding arrogance. One pushes you forward, but the other can lead to your downfall. And this final thought hits that danger head-on.
What a powerful metaphor. It's like a grounding mechanism.
It suggests that after you've achieved all this incredible success, you have to have the humility to look in the mirror and see nothing. To remember that the public persona is just a construct. It's a powerful reminder that at the very core of great achievement, there has to be some humility.
And so this whole explainer kind of leaves us with a question for ourselves. After you apply this code of belief, after you build yourself up and go after your goals, what do you see when you look in the mirror? What does your giant see?